today, from Toronto, Canada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Toronto Thunderbirds versus Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Toronto Thunderbirds. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto Ball Club as they interplay here. They come in on the loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The numbers there for Camaro from a week ago. 11 carries, 73 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us in the last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Now it's Camaro in the passing game, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a normal gain.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
43-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep. This is taken out of the 5. They do get him down. The Mike able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Camaro. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, and they get into the end zone. Shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that
don't.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. They'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And his guys have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? Right down at the goal line. And not only punch it in, as you just emphasized. They did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
This is Saquon Barkley, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Gain of 16
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Ingram holds it in. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, New York.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Thunderbirds 7, Giants 0.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this is tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A gain of 10 yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening run. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
He's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And his kick is right there. It's good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts, and they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Returning it, John Ross. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Camaro with a call on 1st down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
Jacob Phillips
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. Incomplete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Camaro. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. While 4 guys might be away, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They can't find a way to get on the same page.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
The score remains tied.
So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jones throwing on first down. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 33-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the next pickup.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Now Jones from the gun. Third down. Down man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
8 yards.
Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
They're picking up the first down.
Complete to
the Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
New York.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. Right around the 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I'm getting running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get it to someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick quick as he can. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Sterling Hoffrichter is set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
There on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Ross to return. Down the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
After the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Running with Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Kamara on the
any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
A
They keep
loss of
putting
10
themselves in
yards on the
third and long
play.
situations. They
It's
just
now
took another
third
sack
down.
right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Haskins, third and long.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Can't do that.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Here's Jones on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game.
It's too bad, isn't it? They would feel pretty good about it. When people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown! DJ Sharp, 77 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in big sky country. Any speed limits out there, and now he went. That was the one trying to chase it.
17. Sterling Hoffrichter.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him something just to stop the momentum he has.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
17. It's a pickup of 6. Brings
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
From the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. Eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thunderbirds 17.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Forced out to his left. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No quitting here.
0.
Picked off at the 17. And there he goes. It's a quick 6 and the Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. They'll throw down the field. Barkley is running back. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're pushing another 15 against your squad.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
It's caught at the 7.
Terry McLaurin. That's good. 4.
Put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let...
That's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper line?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team there. Keep away. First downs. They can't touch the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run through with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking for McLaurin. This is intercepted. It's picked. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Now he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New York.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Barkley,
the recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is an easy one, 23. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And